Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome to another episode of Personal Mastery Training. If it's your first time joining me, here's the deal. I've been on this quest for the last 4 decades, let's call it, since my, age of reasoning and coming to awake to life itself. Being an elite athlete back in my past, I thought sports is my only way out from where I am. So I pursue this idea of reaching my highest level of mind, body, and overcoming myself, searching for the truth. All of those years, it was me searching for truth about who I am and going on that journey. And in that journey, I've learned a lot about, not about the enemy outside, but a lot about myself. And over 3 decades of working with all kinds of people, genders, colors, races, you name it, belief systems, I found we all have a common thread. We all have a desire, one desire, and it's to figure this thing out. Life. Because life is unscripted, life is unpredictable, life will throw you all kinds of challenges. And I love this quote that says, I don't want to get through it, I want to get from it. And so that is the deal. That is where I am. I'm a humble servant, learning about me as I go along, helping my clients to learn about themselves and to serve and to grow each day. So when you hear the word personal mastery, it's not about, because I realize the enemy isn't outside. I realize the enemy is within. And when we can conquer ourselves, conquer our minds, that thing where we spend 24/7, 365, when we can conquer that, your psychology and your physiology are connected. There's no enemy outside of ourselves. And you soon find that out, that if you overcome something, you realize it was your mindset that set you up. What you're overcoming is not the thing outside, is you're overcoming yourself and learning more about you. So personal mastery training, that's what we do here. So today we do 2 episodes. One is a strategy episode. A strategy episode is about giving you an idea. I call it passing the baton. I'm going to spark the idea, and I'd love it. I'd absolutely love it if you took it away and journal on it and expanded on it, because it's not the be all end all that I'm going to give you here. It's the start of an idea. And I want you philosophically to expand on it. Agree with it, disagree with it. I don't care what you do. I just want to get you to jump off the treadmill and come awake to the world around you. So that's the strategy episode. The next one I do is a masterclass, which is where I ask my guests to come on here and share their journey. Success leaves clues. And I love the people who are in the arena. You don't have to be a billionaire. But I want you to be in the game, not talking from theory. I want you to talk from practice, and we can all learn from you and chop it up and see how you did it. Success and failure. I want to know the journey. So that's how we roll. So today I want to talk about this concept, this idea, sparks of thought, how you can achieve anything you want. Did I find out the secret? Is this possible? Well, I think so with this, what I'm going to share with you now. Again, take it away, journal on it. Here it is. Rituals. Create rituals. Solid rituals. Are they going to be perfect right out the gate? Probably not. But start something. Here's what I mean. So many people come up to me and they'll want something, whether it be happy, rich, you name it, a relationship. But you look at their habits and their rituals, and it's never going to get them there. It's never going to get them where they want to go, because their habits are poor. Their rituals aren't even existing. And actually, I should take that back. Their rituals do exist, but it's getting them where they don't want to get to. And they unconsciously created it while they're asleep. So, for instance, if you gained weight and your health is out of check, do you think that was an accident? I love Jim Rohn's quote. The great philosopher Jim Rohn, he passed away a few maybe a decade ago or more. And he said, we don't get shoved off course in our life. We get nudged. Think about that. Most things that happen to us is a compound effect. We don't get overweight overnight. We don't get bad relationships overnight. We don't get diseases rarely overnight. It's a perfect storm. It's gradual, insidious. You hardly notice it. It's getting nudged. Every day we get up, we do the same thing. I love to say that we are co-creating our lives. This is what I'm always telling everybody. We're co-creating our lives, meaning that there's something that'll happen to us, some things that'll happen to us that are not in our control. They're completely, we didn't expect them. We didn't write them down. That wasn't a goal. We got a disease. We got an accident. We got something that was not within our control. However, our attitude and our reaction to it is the key. So we are 50-50. That's just a number I threw out there, arbitrary number. But let's say we're 50-50 in control. I'm going to take that 50 that I'm getting given command over, and I'm going to control it. I'm going to control all the variables that I can and put the odds in my favor. I'm not going to go to sleep on that 50 because I'm already down 50 that is out of my control. What am I going to give up that 50%? That means I'm moving the control over to fingers crossed, God's will, chance. I'm moving more over to chance. I don't want to have, if I have a chance with 50, I'm not going to give up a quarter of it to chance. I'm already giving up 50. So why not wake up and take 50-50 control? And I can even get 100 if my attitude's on check. So 100% I can actually gain back when my attitude's right, when I give myself a little checkup from the neck up. My attitude's right, I've got 100% control. That's all I have control over anyways, is my own reaction. So how to achieve anything in your life? So talk about what we want to achieve. Money, relationships, health. If I want better relationships, then I develop better habits. If I don't have them right now, I study them. Or success leaves clues. If I know someone who's having a great relationship, I follow them. I inquire, I ask, I take them out for lunch, I read their book, I follow their podcast, whatever it might be. And I emulate and fashion my habits and my rituals around what they do. Success leaves clues. If I want to be in better shape, I read their book, I do the same thing. I build rituals of people that I admire, that I emulate, that I want to emulate, that I want to follow, and fashion my rituals around their habits. If they get up at 5 a.m., if they sleep for 6, 7, 8 hours, if they eat this certain thing, then success leaves clues. And you don't have to go note by note, but you can model and rejig to your liking. But it's just somewhere to start. It's a template to start. Because if you're not where you want to be right now, then your rituals should be modified, should be changed. The beauty of being human is that we can change. A lot of animals are destined. Birds fly south, north. Trees come up at a certain time. They have no other option. They follow this rhythm of life. Humans, maybe it's a good and a bad thing, we have options, but we never use it. We want freedom. We cry for freedom, but we don't use the one we have to change, to grow. We stay the same mentally. We are enslaved mentally. So, anything you want to achieve in your life, just think about where you're not achieving, where you struggle. And then I want you to think about your ritual or rituals. Do you go to the same bar? Do you hang out with the same friends? It's the same time of night that you eat the snacks? Is it that you worry about the same thing? Is it that your conversations are about the same thing that leads you to where you are. My mentor, he has a 7 things he says you have to do to achieve good health. Few of them are eat right, think right, poop right, sleep right, talk right, think right. So when you think about those rituals and you think about where you are now, if you want to earn more money, what are your rituals? Do you save? Do you put do you have bank accounts, different bank accounts that you separate into, one is your spending account, one is your bills, you save your bills, your tithing, whatever it is you believe in. Do you have rituals that brings you more mindful of what you're spending? Or do you just blindly go, where did the month go? Where did my money go? What are your rituals? If you want to be happy, what's your ritual in the mornings? Do you have gratitude? So it so happens I was coaching someone yesterday, and all this person could think of was what's wrong. Meanwhile, forgetting completely. Because when I asked, so what's right? Nothing. Nothing. So I started to list off a few things that I know is right in his life. Okay, I forgot those. Forgot those. Those are the most important things. You're so caught up with what's not right. Because when you focus on not what's not right, guess what you can't think of exactly what's great in your life. And if we start to get that ritual, I want to be happy. Okay, well, let's focus on gratitude first of all. What are you happy about? What's so great in your life? First of all, waking up. That's what I put on my first gratitude list. I get an opportunity, I get a chance. Then there's health. Without health, what else? What else do you want? So waking up, having better health, or having health, period. Somewhere to start. Freedom is another one. There's so much wisdom. Those are all on my gratitude list every morning. So every morning I prime myself. I get up early and I put myself in state because I have the same mind as everybody else, the tendency to wander into what's wrong. But I put my mind back, keep it in check, start the day off right. Don't watch anything or listen or read anything that would take me off track, down the rabbit hole. I'm pretty strict on those things. That way I get my mind checked, give myself a little checkup from the neck up to start the day. My health, I'm in my mid 50s now, and I do things that will promote better health, not things that'll go against it. I don't buy into the norm that we should call it quits or you can't do this or you can't do that. I'm consistent every day to taking care of myself. For me, it's not working out. For me, it's my better health. Different mindset. This is not work. This is not a have to. This is a want to, a get to, because many don't. So you see what I'm saying? So you get the idea now. What are your rituals? I want you to go journal on that. Wherever you're struggling, go look at your rituals. And if you don't have the rituals in place that will get you there, change it. Study those who are. Hire somebody, get help, whatever it takes. It's out there for you today. Especially if you're in a free country, free democracy, freedom to do things, and you have the finances, then you're blessed. Make it happen. All right. So that is this episode, strategy episode on how to have everything you want. Build better rituals. And if you don't have it right now, look at your rituals, dissect it, take inventory, and change it. That's the beauty of being human. Okay, if you know someone who needs better rituals, who wants to achieve things in their lives, and you can see on the outside they're not doing it, maybe someone else's voice might be the thing they need to hear. So share this. Subscribe if you're not yet. Like. Let's build a community. That's my goal. My goal is to build this community. Too many people out there are struggling. They're struggling, suffering in silence. As Sadhguru, the Indian prophet who's on, you can see him online. He says, I don't know if he said this first, but I heard it from him. He said, a lot of humans are doing suicide in installments. And that's what I want to help stop the suicide, the daily suicide. All right. So that's my passion. That's my journey. That's my team and I work hard on bringing you podcasts, and I'm online. I'm relentlessly sharing this info. So like, subscribe, share. Let's build this community. All right. Okay. If you want to know more, info is in the show notes. Let me see how I can help you. More coming soon. I'm passionately going relentlessly, helping as many millions of people to achieve personal mastery. Until next time, peace and love. All right, we'll talk.